True Media, what's good with the people, man? I want to talk to y'all today. Just a reminder of something that y'all already know, but just to spread more light on this topic. One bad decision can change your life forever. One bad decision can change the outcome of your life forever. You can be fine today and wake up tomorrow in a coma. You can be fine today and wake up tomorrow in jail, facing 30 years in prison. We got to understand that life will humble you, man. Life will humble you. That's why I preach and I talk about being humble so much, not as in a sense of being a pushover, but just how easy and how simple it takes for one bad decision for you to make to change your entire life. The entire dynamic of your life can change overnight based on one bad decision. That's why we got to make sure we surrounding ourselves with the people who's meant to be around us, the people who fits our life, who fits our mission. You got to be mission driven out here. You got to have purpose in life. You got to have a sense of direction. It's people today that's in prison who doing life in jail from one bad decision that they made. Drunk driving, ran the light, and probably unalived the innocent bystander. Now they doing life in jail. Had it all together, all the riches of life, everything that one can offer. And one bad decision changed the dynamic of their entire life for the worse. And so we got to understand, man, you got to make sure you take care of yourself, and you got to make sure you're mission driven. Be aware of your surroundings, and we got to learn how to make better choices and decisions. I see a lot of people fall in this day and age by making the wrong choices and the wrong decisions. They falling. A lot of us falling. We sleeping with the wrong people. We indulging in the wrong activities. You know, we being distracted from mission. You got to learn how to stay driven when it comes to your mission. It'll help you avoid a lot of the distractions. It'll help you avoid a lot of the things that's out there that's popular, or that you feel like, you know, everybody is being a part of. It'll help you avoid the unnecessary. You dig what I'm saying? Don't ever think that it can't happen to you. Your life can change overnight for the worse. We don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. That's why we gotta be mission driven out here, man. You know, pray for direction. Pray for healing. How you gonna lead somebody if you don't know where you're going? You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing worse than waking up tomorrow and fighting for your freedom for a decision you made that could have been prevented. You know what I mean? Your health is bad. You wake up tomorrow in a coma in the hospital somewhere in ICU, critical condition, based on one bad decision and one bad choice. Understand what I'm telling you, man. And the sad part about it is a lot of people is going to continue to be arrogant and to be stuck up and stubborn. And that's going to cause a lot of people to fall. You know what I mean? You get with the wrong person. And you can be doing good. You can be out here succeeding in a lot of things in life. You can be out here accomplishing a lot of things in life. But you get with the wrong person and they end up giving you an STD or HIV. Changing your life forever. Based on one bad decision. Understand what I'm saying, man? That's why we need the Most High, man. We got to make sure we stay grounded in truth. And we got to make sure everything we do is striving and live and headed in the direction that God wants us to go in. Because it's real easy to slip. It's easy to get caught up out here. And it's hard to maintain and focus. Because it's too much temptation around us going on every day. I got homeboys that I know from high school. You know, was good brothers, man. They was cool. You know what I mean? They was cool. They was handsome brothers. You know, they used to dress well. They had a lot going for themselves. Got with the wrong crowd. Hit the wrong blunt. And got laced, and they never been the same. Got laced off hitting the wrong weed. Hitting the wrong blunt. Being around the wrong crowd. And to this day, still ain't never been the same. Done lost their mind. Literally. Lost their mind. And it changed the dynamic of their life forever. And these was promising brothers that I know. They got hooked on drugs. Just by being around the wrong crowd, man. And getting laced. Changed their life forever for the worse. You know, and so we got to understand, man, one bad decision, all it takes is one. One bad decision can change the outcome of your life forever. See, a lot of people don't get a second chance. A lot of people don't get a second chance. You know, you get with the wrong crowd, man, and y'all get into the wrong stuff. And a fight break out or a situation break out. And you get hit by one bullet and it take your life. You get hit by one bullet and it'll take your life. But the person next to you that got into the same situation you got into, that went to the party that night with you, they got shot multiple times and they survived. But you only got hit one time. And you got your life took, or you're paralyzed. Now you can't move. Now you can't never walk again. Everywhere you go, you got to make sure you got a wheelchair with you. You got a handler. You got to have somebody to push you around. You got to have somebody else to wash you up. You can't even wash your body right. You can't even... These is things we have to consider every time we step outside that door. These is the things we got to be thinking about. You know what I mean? Life can change overnight for the worse in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. I'm telling you. So please understand, man. Be mission driven. Have a sense of direction. Understand that it's important to surround yourself with people who's enlightened and who's empowering you and who's uplifting you and who's headed in the right direction. Because one bad decision can change the outcome of your life forever. And the sad part about it, God will make you suffer. When you're mean, you're rude, you're nasty, you're unkind, you're inconsiderate, you're inconsiderate to people, God will make you suffer in ways you never thought you would suffer, by being arrogant, by being stubborn. Look how many people today who's falling. I'm talking about falling, man, by making the wrong choice and the wrong decision. Whether it be based on by pleasure, whether it be trying to be accepted, whether it be due to being vulnerable, low self-esteem, whatever. Whatever the case may be, you have to understand, man, you got to stay mission driven. Because all it takes is one slip up to get caught up out here. That's all it takes. You have a baby with the wrong person. Now that person is sorting after your life and trying to harm you or trying to do something to you. You can't sleep at night because they making threats about how they gonna do something to you. One bad choice, man. I'm telling you, that's all it takes is one. And so we got to make sure that we mission driven, and we got to make sure that we pray to God for direction, to help us make the right directions and the right choices and guidance. We really need that in this day and age. It's a lot of wicked people out here, man. It's a lot of people that don't mean nobody well. They don't mean they self well. They don't mean they self no good. You feel what I'm saying? And if you ain't careful, you will get caught up into thinking that everybody think like you and move like you when they not even worthy of your energy. Be careful who you surround yourself with, man. I'm telling you. You know how many times, how many close calls in my life I done came face to face with death. That's why when people ask me, dog, why is you so thankful, dog? Why you have such a high level of being humble? Because, dog, I done came face to face with death so many times, dog. And I'm just thankful to still be here. So when you understand that level of protection from God, when he gave you chance after chance, chance after chance, chance after chance, it humbles you, because the next person didn't get them chances like you. The next person didn't get an opportunity to wake up today like you. The next person didn't make it through the storm like you made it through the storm. All it took for them was one time, and they out of here. They in the grave. They paralyzed for life. They didn't have a baby with the wrong person. They didn't got married to the wrong person who was abusive. They didn't got misled in a way to where they got around the wrong crowd and started indulging in the wrong things. Hit the weed. Took that last sip of Hennessy and it changed their life forever. Got laced. And they'll never be the same, and they've never been the same since. Got laced off some weed or off some alcohol. Now they done lost their mind. They'll never be the same. And so I don't take the protection of God for granted. I don't take it for granted, because I have truly all my life been shielded and been protected. And God gave me chance after chance to get things right. And I know some people who didn't get them chances. I know some people who didn't have the mercy of God on their side. I know some people who didn't have God having grace over their situation and giving them time like he did for me. So that's why I have a high level of humility. This ain't got nothing to do with being a pushover. I'm very, very far from that. Very far from that, my guy. You feel me? But I understand that by me being protected and by me being, put in a position to where I made it out of the storm. I made it out of the predicaments that I was faced in. I made it out of the situations that could have caused me to lose my life or lose my freedom. That means so much to me in so many different ways that it humbles me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know people who went through the same thing as me, and they didn't overcome. They didn't make it through. They didn't make it back. So we got to understand, man, one bad decision can change the outcome of your life forever. Be careful. Be careful who you dealing with. Be careful what choices and decisions you making. Make sure you mission driven and you purpose driven. Have a direction. If you ain't got no direction, sit down for a second and pray to God for strength and to give you some kind of revelation of where to go and what you need to be doing with your life. The Most High will work with you. The Most High will work with you. But the problem with us is we too busy chasing everything else that the world telling us we should have. And sooner or later, if you ain't careful, you're going to end up getting caught up. I'm telling you, you're going to end up getting caught up. So remember, one bad decision, man, all it takes is one. One bad decision can change the outcome of your life forever. So make the right choices, make the right decisions, and think about your future. All right? So I love y'all. God bless y'all. I thank y'all for everything, man. Y'all stay strong out here. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.